Welcome back. This is Chef Timothy with this week's super meal. White northern beans. White northern beans sauteed with portobello mushrooms, yellow onion, garlic, fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, fresh basil, fresh oregano. Just imagine for a second. The beans I sauteed, I put actually in the refrigerator before I sauteed them overnight, about 10 hours. Then I rinsed them off and I cooked them about an hour, hour and a half. Then I'm going to add my fresh basil. I'm going to add some fresh oregano. I'm going to add some fresh rosemary. And I'm going to add some thyme to this. Then I'm going to add some fresh portobello mushrooms that I've chopped up in about little cube section. Portobellos, I got about 2 portobello mushrooms. Remember, 3 cups of beans. I've got about 1 to 1.5 medium to large yellow onion that I've chopped up. And I've got about 2 cloves of garlic that I'm going to use that are fresh into this. And I'm going to actually saute this first over medium heat. And I'm going to get it really moist and soft where the flavors and the juices go all together before I add it to my bean stock that's been cooking about 1.5 to 2 hours. And the reason this dish is diabetic friendly, and if you're a colitis, Crohn's disease, irritable bowel, guess what? This won't hurt you. It's one of those meals that is totally gluten free and it's really good. You're going to love this. Wait till I show you the outcome, how good it tastes. Well, as you can see, I'm sauteing the mushrooms, the onions, the garlic, the basil, the thyme, the oregano, and I probably put about a half a cup of water in here to make it come together, but you don't have to put too much water because the mushrooms make their own juice. So you got to be very careful with that. And as you can see, the beans above, oh, it looks so wonderful. I'm going to saute these. I'm going to put the beans, the saute into the beans to make it really taste wonderful. But you're going to probably saute this about 10 minutes or less, just till the mushrooms are good and tender. Don't overdo the flavor. Don't overdo the texture. Just make sure the onions and the garlic is cooked. Now we're adding the final touches to this. The mushrooms, the onions have sauteed real good. We're going to pour them off into the beans. I'm going to put them in the bean stock. This is the mushrooms, the onions, the garlic, the oregano, the basil, the thyme. I'm putting it all into my stock. Oh, it looks so good. It just this is coming together wonderful. It's gelling just like it's supposed to. It's looking like it's supposed to. And if you was here right now, this is something you would just want to enjoy. You're talking about a good meal. Now I'm going to stir this up. Real simple. We'll stir it up. You've got enough heat to it already. And I'm going to put the top back on it. I'm going to let it marinate for another 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to let it marinate and sit there, and as it relaxes, it's going to just take in all those flavors and all those fresh herbs into the mix, and it's going to make a fresh bowl of bean soup. You talking about good? It's going to be really good. We are down to the final part of this marvelous bean soup, this great northern white bean soup. It is ready. I tell you what, I done stirred it up. I got me a bowl of it here. I'm getting me a scoop of it, a couple of scoops really. And you know, I've got me a spoon here. And this smells so good. Let me see. The mushrooms and all this stuff is mixed together. Oh, it's so good. You heard me slurp, I know, but it was so good. You heard it. We tried it again. This is wonderful. And the thing about it is, I went a little further. I made some almond meal cornbread to put with these beans. And you're talking about good. You know how Shanae used to say on Martin, oh my goodness, this Oh my goodness, it's that good. This recipe is so simple. Great northern beans, 3 cups. 1½ cup of onions. 2 cloves of garlic. You're going to soak your beans overnight. You're going to cook them for an hour and a half. You're going to have some oregano, thyme, basil, rosemary. You're going to use about a tablespoon of each one of those. You're going to put that onion and everything, the 2 portobello mushrooms, you're going to put them in a pan. You're going to cut them up real fine. You're going to saute them. And after that, you're going to mix them into your pot of beans. Put your beans probably cooked with 2 to 3 cups of water. You don't need to add but a small water to your recipe as far as that. But other than that, you're talking about good, this, bean stew, soup. And for you that can eat cornbread, oh my goodness, it's that good. This is Chef Tim. I look forward to talking to you soon. Enjoy the meal.